I have prepared a list of the 12 most common mistakes you may unintentionally be making with your cat's litter box. Remember that the litter box is an alternative that prevents you from having to take your cat out to make their needs 3 times a day. Therefore, it is essential to know how to handle it perfectly. So, let's start with the first mistake. Mistake 1. Using a small litter box. Using a small litter box is a mistake that's more common than many cat owners realize. It often stems from the desire to save space in homes. Manufacturers respond to this demand by producing compact litter box options. While these smaller boxes do occupy less space, they may not provide adequate comfort for your cat. Ideally, a litter box should offer enough space for your cat to move around comfortably. It's recommended that the litter box be at least 1 to 1.5 times longer than your cat's body and wide enough for it to turn around easily. By providing a larger litter box, you ensure that your cat feels comfortable and has enough room to engage in natural behaviors like digging and covering their waste. Mistake 2. Litter box with difficult access. The second mistake, which is unfortunately quite common among cat owners, involves covering or hiding the litter box. Some litter boxes come with lids or have designs that make accessing the litter inside the box difficult. It's strongly discouraged to choose this type of box. While it may seem appealing to us as humans to have a covered box, it's essential to consider our cat's needs. Cats rely on their senses, particularly their sight, when using the litter box. The moment to go to the bathroom is a moment of vulnerability for them, and they need to feel safe and have a clear view of their surroundings. Opting for a closed litter box limits your cat's visibility and can cause discomfort or anxiety. Instead, it's best to keep things simple for them and choose an open litter box. An open box allows your cat to see around them, promoting a sense of security and reducing the likelihood of litter box aversion or anxiety-related behaviors. Mistake 3. Choosing a box with very high sides. It is quite common to choose a box with very high sides to prevent the litter from coming out when the cat enters and moves around inside. When the cat enters and digs, it is easy for the contents of the box to spill out. The problem with this is that it can be uncomfortable for the cat to enter the box, especially if it is older. A great solution for this is to look for a box with one wall, in this case the entrance of the box lower than the other walls. These models are easy to find and make access to the box much easier. Mistake 4. Placing the box near food or water. Placing the litter box near the food bowl or water is a common mistake in small apartments. When space is limited, we resort to this type of organization, but this is a bad idea. Cats don't like having the litter box and food-water bowls in the same place. Imagine having the kitchen and bathroom in the same room in your house. It would be very unpleasant, wouldn't it? So, think that it's the same for the cat. Try to have the litter box in a different location from the food and water. They will thank you for it. Mistake 5. Placing the litter box in a noisy or busy place. Another place to avoid putting the litter box is where there is a lot of noise or movement. A passageway area, like a hallway, is not a good idea. It is also not advisable to place it, for example, next to the washing machine or clothes dryer. If you do this, the cat will be very uncomfortable when doing its business with that noise nearby. Look for a quiet environment so that your cat feels comfortable. And within that calm environment, the best place to put it is in a corner so that your cat feels comfortable and relaxed. Mistake 6. Using uncomfortable litter for them. The next mistake is difficult to perceive, so you need to pay attention. Some types of litter, such as silica, can be uncomfortable for your cat's paws if the grains form very fine edges. This can cause them to dig into the pads of your cat's paws. Opt for a comfortable litter for your cat. One way to know if it is the right type of litter is to put your hand in the box, apply pressure, and feel if it hurts. If it hurts for you, it's likely to hurt for your cat too. Now, quickly before continuing, I ask if you are enjoying the video, please consider subscribing to the channel here to see videos like this. Give a thumbs up to this video and turn on notifications, so whenever a new video comes out, you'll be the first to know. Now, let's continue with the video. Mistake 7. Using scented litter. Cat litter should smell like litter. Forget about those that have lavender, citrus, or even coffee fragrances. The perfumed smell will be very intense for your cat, bothering it a lot. Remember that their sense of smell is much more developed than ours, so they will perceive the smell much stronger than we do. Also, the litter should maintain the cat's own odor as they use it, which makes them feel more secure, something impossible with scented litters. Mistake 8. Not putting enough litter boxes. This is the advice that people who live with cats like the least, but it's something that must be considered. You need to have 1 litter box per cat, plus an additional box for the house. The reason for this is simple. If there is any problem with the litter box and there is only one at home, your cat won't have an alternative. These problems are not so rare, and some examples are if you forgot to clean the box, if the litter generates too much dust, if it hurts your cat's paws, if the cat doesn't like the location of the litter box. As we cannot control everything, it is better to offer another alternative to your cat, thus avoiding unpleasant situations like it doing its business around the house. Mistake 9. Not putting enough litter. A beginner's mistake is not putting the right amount of litter. Both putting too little and too much litter can bother your cat. Therefore, it is important to know how much it needs. To do this, you should check the manufacturer's instructions for the litter. If there is no information or you don't have the packaging available, putting between 5 and 7 centimeters of litter will be enough. This way, your furry friend can bury the poop but won't feel overwhelmed by having too much litter. Mistake 10. Putting a plastic bag in the litter box. Putting a plastic bag in the box is convenient for changing the litter, but unfortunately, it is not comfortable for your cat. Remember that your feline will dig the litter to bury the poop, and in this way, it can grab the plastic, pull it, and tear it. When this happens, your cat will be stressed with this bag in its claws, and you will have lost the possibility of using the bag because it will be completely torn and ripped. It's best to simply not use it. Mistake 11. Not adapting the box as your cat ages. This is a mistake that can happen over time. As your cat grows, it will need some changes in the litter box. The reason is simple. An adult cat does not have the same needs as a kitten. When your cat is older, make sure it has an adapted entrance, making access to the box easier. Also, you will need to change the litter more frequently. I also recommend that you observe your cat's poop, as it can provide good clues about its health. Mistake 12. Teaching the cat to use the toilet. Did you know that it is possible to train a cat to use the toilet? This may seem funny, but it is certainly not recommended. Allowing your cat to use the toilet for its needs will prevent you from having to clean the litter box, but this brings a series of inconveniences. It can be dangerous. It goes against their instincts to hide their poop. You won't be able to know if there is any health problem through their waste. The toilet lid will need to be always open, among other problems. If you've made it this far into the video, this is because you love our furry friends. So I ask you, have you ever wondered if they are capable of apologizing to us? Yes? In this video that is here on the screen, we talk about how cats apologize to us. I'm sure you'll love it. Click on the screen and continue with us.